Hi all, welcome to my channel. This video is about AWS Amplify. Amplify actually simplifies the deployment of full stack applications. I'll talk about the features of Amplify, use cases and benefits of Amplify in this video, and then we will end this video with a simple hands-on exercise wherein I will deploy an index.html file into Amplify. Okay, let's start. To understand better about Amplify, let us look at a full stack application. A full stack application, as you know, will have a front end, then it will have multiple backend services such as backend logic, various microservices, then a database, storage, other services such as network services, and to connect with the backend logic you may have an API interface, then you will have an authentication mechanism, etc. If Amplify is not there, still you can implement a full stack application by using various AWS services, such as you can launch your single page application SPA in an S3 or EC2. API interface you can use API gateway, backend logic you can use Lambda functions, database you can use DynamoDB, for authentication you can use Cognito, etc. But here the developer will have to manage the interfaces, or the integration between the services will have to be managed by the developer. The developer will have to manage the retry mechanisms, the error management mechanisms, logging of errors, logging of warnings, tracing the path. So all those monitoring activities also need to be taken care by the developer. So to simplify the tasks of a developer, AWS introduced Amplify in 2017. Here you can host your single page application in Amplify itself, in Amplify hosting. And then it provides a host of library functions for each functional area, such as authentication, API management, storage, connecting with the data store, etc. For example, under auth, you have library functions for user authentication management, including login, sign up, social logins, etc. And under API, you have library functions to access the backend APIs supporting both REST and GraphQL. And under storage, you have file storage capabilities using Amazon S3, etc. And using these library functions, you can easily integrate your front end with the backend services such as API gateway, Lambda, DynamoDB, S3, Cognito for authentication, etc. So it makes it easy to build and deploy your applications. And let us look at some more features of Amplify. It has a built-in CI/CD workflow, which makes it easy to upgrade your application. Whether you are making changes to your front end or back end, the upgrades are made faster because there are inbuilt CI/CD workflows. And it supports multiple SPA frameworks such as React, Angular, Vue, Gatsby, etc. And it is layered on top of AWS CDK and CloudFormation. So this entire application, all the components, whether it is front end or back end, everything is actually part of the same CloudFormation stack. So it makes it easy to deploy a new version or terminate your application, etc. because you can manage it as one single unit or one single CloudFormation stack. Now, some of the key benefits of Amplify. Amplify is basically developed for front-end developers and mobile app developers. See, when you start application development, you want to focus more on your features and not on infrastructure setup. That's why Amplify is a very handy platform. If you want to do a quick POC, or if you want to create the minimum viable product for the new application idea you have, you can come to Amplify and you can deploy your application in Amplify. And if the number of users increase as the time goes by, you can easily scale to millions of users. That is another advantage of Amplify. And front-end developers without cloud expertise can also use Amplify. So that is a big advantage. So basically, Amplify is a very good platform for startup ecosystems. Okay, with that, let us stop going through the features and let us get into a simple hands-on exercise. And please note that Amplify is part of free tier. So if you want to try out this exercise on your own account, you don't need to worry about getting any bills for this. Okay, let's begin with the hands-on exercise. We are in the AWS console, so let us go to Amplify, click on Amplify, and we are here in Amplify console. I'm going to deploy a simple index.html file. So click on deploy an app. And here, if your code is in your laptop, then you can go with deploy without Git. Otherwise, if it is in any of these version control systems, you can select that. For now, I'm going to select deploy without Git. Click on next. So here you can give an application name. I'm just giving my name here, and branch name, I'll give it as dev. And if you have stored your index.html zip file in Amazon S3, you can select that, but right now it is in my laptop. So here you have to choose the zip folder. I haven't created the zip folder. Basically, even if you have your index.html file, you need to convert into a zip file. Okay, so I need to do that. So let me go here. This is my index.html, and we can just quickly have a look at that. So this is my index.html, and it has just 2 or 3 lines of text. Congratulations, you have deployed your first app on Amplify, so on and so forth. So let me close this and let me try to create a zip file. So right click on that and then compress index.html. So I have the zip file here. Now let me go back and choose zip folder, and so here I have my zip folder. So open. Okay, it is uploaded. Now save and deploy. Yes, so the app is deployed. So if you click on this or if you click on this, you will be able to view that web page. So let me do that. So it says, congratulations, you have deployed your first app on Amplify. For more details, you can click on this Amplify documentation. That's all. So now you can go back, and if you want to delete this application, what you can do is go to app settings, go to general settings and delete app. Type delete here, delete app. Okay, we will deploy one more application, but this time we will do that from GitHub. So click on deploy an app and select GitHub. And by the way, in my GitHub repository, there is a index.html file. I'm going to use that. And if your file is in GitHub, then you don't need to zip it. We'll see how it works. So GitHub, and then click on next. So first, let me update the GitHub permissions because it need to access GitHub, right? So click on that. So either you can provide access to all the repositories or you can give to select repositories. For the time being, anyway, I just want to go with all repositories. Save, and you can close this. And now select the repository. So the repository I need is YT code deploy. So it has one simple index.html file which I used for some code deploy related lab exercise. Here are the contents of this YT code deploy repository. So you can see that there is an index.html, then this app spec and license.txt and scripts folder. These are used for some other project. These are not important in this. Even if you have a repository with just this index.html, this Handson exercise will work. I can just quickly show you what is the content of this index.html. You can see this. These are the messages. Congratulations to everyone, pipeline demo, etc, etc. Okay, so I have selected the repository and there is only one branch master. So I have selected that. Go to next. And here, application name, if you want to change, you can change that. I'm not changing it. Build settings, it doesn't require any build. So I'm just leaving it blank. Click on next. And if you want to edit any of these fields, any of these details, you can do that now, but I don't want to. So save and deploy. It will take a minute. So deployment is going on. Once the deployment is over, you can click on this or you can click on this and then open your application. Let's wait. Okay, deployment is done. So let us click on this and view the web page. So you can see that message is not about Amplify, but it is about code pipeline, code deploy, etc. But anyway, for us, we just wanted to see how we can deploy from a GitHub repository, and we have done this. Okay, that's it for this hands-on exercise. As I said, this belongs to free tier, so please try this out in your own account and then let me know how it went. I will come back with more videos about Amplify itself, where I will deploy more complex, more sophisticated applications in Amplify. You may please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.